Tell us about the facility. What's its purpose?
Well, obviously we are a very large facility with the 8 operating units here, and so what we wanted to do here was to try and create realistic scenarios to train our emergency response capability here on site. We've got a very well prepared team of professionals that are providing a lot of support to the community as fire services people, but we never really have had a facility here that can allow us to simulate real site events. What this facility does in large measure is do that. It recreates what you'd expect to see in the turbine hall, some of our large pumps and equipment, areas in the plant that you would consider if there were any fires, they would be the most difficult to manage. So what we've done here is we've created a facility that allows people to do very onerous training so that of course they're as well prepared as they could ever be for any events should they occur.
I guess one of the bonuses would be that the surrounding communities will be able to take advantage of this.
Yeah, there's really two benefits in the community. One comes from the fact that 40% of our employees are in themselves volunteer firemen, so the better trained they are in their day job, the more professional they can be responding to community events. And then of course the second thing is our willingness to make the facility available for our municipal supporters so that they can also train under a mutual aid requirement they're capable of coming on our site in an nuclear event they're needed, but they're trained and capable of meeting the same scenarios as our own employees do.
Now which departments does that include? Insurers?
Yes, it includes the mutual aid agreement that runs between our local municipalities.
Okay, the cost of the facility and who picked that up?
Yeah, well, as always, we pick it up. Well, probably me, but yeah, it's a $25 million facility, so it's a significant investment. It's it's an insurance policy. We are self-contained on the site in the way we are for security, and obviously we are self-insuring ourselves against any risk of fire, and we're doing that by having highly qualified people, well trained and well equipped to respond to it. You can see outside some of the excellent equipment they also have to respond, and so it's a good insurance payment for us.
I will ask about the nuclear hearings that start tomorrow in Kincardine here. I guess really, why does Bruce Power deserve or earn 5 more years?
Yeah, well, obviously these hearings that have been held are day 2 hearings. We had day 1 in Ottawa where we presented our record over the last 5 years. I have to say it's a very impressive report card. We've done a lot in a period of time, not least of which is returning a site to a fully operational facility, but all of our annual ratings have shown improvement. Each year has been better than the previous year. We've got an excellent safety record, and so from the point of view of what would a licensee a regulator relationship look like, a regulator wants a licensee to seek the highest standard. I think we've demonstrated that we did that, and in the day 1 hearings the CNSC staff themselves were very complimentary about what had happened on the site. Obviously day 2 hearings are somewhat different, and it allows interveners to comment. In our case, we're a community-based company, and I think you'll see that in the level of intervention you see from our community. Do I expect unanimous consent? No, because we're in a nuclear industry and we never get unanimous consent, and so there'll be people that will present that will have a contrarian view about our site and indeed about nuclear power in general. We expect that as the process allows, they'll get the opportunity to say their part. But I think the overwhelming information that will come out of this week will be demonstrating the strong record we have, and 2, demonstrating the community support we have. And I look forward to the hearings as a physical demonstration of that.
And when's the final decision coming down?
Well, typically the way the Commission works, they have their own process to develop. They have to convert the reasons for decision is the document that's issued. It has to be converted to French. There's a lot of work in the administrative nature of that, so it's probably a couple of months away before you get the full decision. But as I said, the staff recommendation in day 1 was that we be granted a 5-year licence. I don't see anything in the submissions that are going to take place this week that would change anybody's view on that. But there's a process to be gone through. Your licence doesn't expire, I think it might be till May or something like that, so we've got plenty of time to get the results, so the process will determine that.
Just one quick question too, just about the physical station here. I mean, we're in refurbishment mode. I mean, not much has been talked about. It's loved to have it all shiny and new. We're not at that point. Physically, I mean, everything can handle 5 more years. I mean, that's
Yeah.
going to be discussed.
I mean, the reality is that the licence term is really not a function of how long the units will last. It's the nature of the relationship between the licensee and the regulator. We were given a 5-year licence last time. I think we demonstrated, significant progress, and so it's reasonable to get another 5-year licence. But as I said in my earlier comments here, I'm building a plant future that will last till 2064. So this 5-year licence is a step on a journey that's got a lot more mileage in it than 5 years. But the license renewal is an opportunity for everyone just to have their say and a commentary on our performance. But the CNSC staff have done a real good job at creating an annual review process, which is very open, so people can see once a year how the regulator actually views the performance of any licensee. I think Canada's a unique place for doing that, and I commend the CNSC for that, because there's no hiding from your annual report. It doesn't matter how long your assets can run. Once a year, people are going to say, and how are they doing? And that's fair. We should be accountable to the public. We should be accountable to the regulator. And as I said, I welcome that opportunity.
Just on the fire department, how many firefighters do we have on Bruce Power site?
John, how many have we got?
We have approximately 110 firefighters.
All very well paid, all very professional people.